points, showing their mentality once again today after a tough week for them with Atletico on Wednesday night. But Peter, coming through both those games in the way they have, a perfect week really.
Yeah, of course it's a perfect week. It wasn't a perfect game. Didn't have it all their own way today. Certainly first half I thought they were fantastic, Liverpool, but Everton came out second half and gave a really good account of themselves. I think they struggled in the wide areas against certainly Grealish and Jack. Everton gave a good account of themselves, but listen, it's maximum points for Liverpool and it's a great day in the end.
Well, we saw 3 brilliant goals in that game today. The second one scored by Hugo Ekitike. We can hear from him now. He's alongside Jules.
Hugo, your first taste of the Merseyside Derby and you come out on the winning side. How good does it feel to beat Everton?
A very good feeling. We knew it's going to be a tough game. It was. We had to fight until the last minute. But yeah, I feel proud. It was a good test for me. So yeah, to have scored my goal and the win at the end is, you know, you can be just proud and happy for the team. We just have to keep going.
The fans already love you here, but scoring in the derby will make them love you even more. What was the key to scoring your goal?
I mean, we made good movement. I see Ryan, I had space behind, and yeah, I just took it and I make the difference. I'm a bit lucky because the ball go under the legs, but yeah, it's good.
You started today ahead of Alexander Isak, but can that competition for your place in this team make you perform even better?
I mean, it's a very good player. I always watch him before I came here. So for me, him being here, it's really good. You know, I can learn and improve myself. And you know, it's just competition. But I know we're gonna play together. We're gonna make a difference. And yeah, I hope one day we're gonna share the pitch.
But nice for you to score today and give the manager a bit of a headache before the next game, I imagine. Nice for you to score today and give the manager a bit of a headache on who starts the next game.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. It's coach problem. Me, I just do my job. So yeah, it's really good.
Well, congratulations. Well done today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Jules. Hugo Ekitike with his first Merseyside derby goal. What a strong start he has had to his life here at Anfield. In that 2-1 victory, Ryan Gravenberch with an absolute stunner to open the scoring. Idrissa Gueye made it a real battle with a great goal in the second half, but Hugo Ekitike taking all the adulation as he walks down the tunnel at Anfield. And we've got more on this game. Bragging rights for the Reds and 5 wins in a row for Liverpool in the Premier League, who churn out another victory, beating Everton 2-1 in the Merseyside Derby. The Toffees gave it all they had in the second half with a brilliant consolation goal for Idrissa Gueye, but Gravenberch and Ekitike on the score sheet give Arne Slott's side all 3 points. Crouchy and Jolien watching alongside me. No need today for any last gasp winners for Liverpool, but they didn't make it easy for themselves in the second half, Peter.
No, they didn't. I think there's a credit to Everton. I thought, you know, first half you could only see one winner, but second half they really came into it. In the wide areas they were a real danger. I do think Everton missed a cutting edge up front. I think that was really the difference. They didn't really have anyone keeping the ball, or they didn't really feel like they could score. But you know, Liverpool got through again, and they're top of the league, so it's all good.
They got through again, and it still feels not hitting top form yet, Jolien. But what does it say about their character and what's possible for them? The fact that they still keep churning out these wins.
Yeah, the character, the quality they have, especially the first half. I thought they looked comfortable. Just before the half time, Everton got back into the game, but yes, Everton were on top in the second half, but there's still an element of control from Liverpool. They still had opportunities to score late on and on the counter-attack. So yeah, the game went on and it got stretched. Probably not what they expected here, but it's a derby and anything can happen.
And what did you make of Everton's overall performance, especially that second half, the way they started it?
Yeah, like I said, just before half-time, I thought they were the better team going into half-time, but it's kind of easier to do that sometimes when you're 2-0 or when you're behind. But second half, definitely, whatever the manager said inspired them, encouraged them. The change helped slightly as well. And I think, yes, overall they'll be frustrated. But yeah, Liverpool scored 2 magnificent goals in the first half, and you can't make the mistakes.
And a big day for Hugo Ekitike as well, Peter, because with Alexander Isak on the bench today, to get that goal, just how big is that for him?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, he just want to keep scoring goals. You know, I've been in that situation before. You just feel like no matter what you do, you're not going to get a game. But he's got off to a flying start here. The crowd have really taken to him. He's an absolute class act. He took his goal really, really well. But what a place to be for Arne Slot to have two top-class centre forwards.
And you can see a huge smile on the face of Ryan Gravenberch as he walks down the touchline. Another ridiculously good performance from him today, Jolyon.
Yeah, 2 goal contributions. Correct, you touched on that before the game. Can he add that to his game to become world class? But even without them goals, I think his control, his determination to win the ball back is exceptional. So, yeah, he's in fine form, the young man.
Okay. I bet he's really pleased to be out here in the rain.
Right.
Pleased to come out in the rain.
Thank you so much for coming out to join us while it's chucking it down here. Congratulations on the win, your first Merseyside Derby goal as well. How did that feel, especially to do it in such spectacular fashion?
Yeah, I'm really happy with the goal. Last season I didn't score a lot, so I'm happy that I could score, especially in the Merseyside Derby as well. So
2 goals already this season as well. And look at the way you did it here. Just talk us through it. What did you think of the ball from Mo?
we know if Mo get the ball, he has the incredible pass, and we know if like someone is on the ball side, they have to go through, and the space is coming in behind. So I saw it and I went in behind, and yeah, I didn't think.
Unbelievably difficult skill that, to take it across you on a greasy surface as well. It can easily get away from you, that ball, but fantastic technique.
If I see it now.
You're happy with that?
Happy with that.
Watch that again later.
Yeah, for sure.
You can be very proud of that one.
you.
And also, as well, after such a tough week with Atletico and then a derby, an early kick-off today, just how good an achievement is that for the team to come through with 2 wins?
Yeah, really happy with that as well. We know we had 3 games in 7 days, so we know in England it's really tough, but we prepared well. And at the end, yeah, we are happy with the 3 points, so we keep going now.
I have to say, it was quite a difficult second half for you in the end. The first half was fantastic, but what were the difficulties Everton were posing you in the second half?
First, the goal, what we concede. I think that didn't need to happen, but it was that. And then we know if they score the 2-1, they will come, and we were a little bit going back and going for the counter. And I think we had chances to score again, but we didn't, and then it will be difficult then,
Ryan, before the game, the guys were saying that right now they feel that you're one of the best midfielders in the world right now. How do you feel like you've taken your game to another level this season?
Yeah, it's the coach that give me the confidence, and not like this season, we have more freedom in the midfield. Last season I was like only on the 6, deep, and now I can go more forward, what you see today. And I think my strength is also there, so I'm happy with that, and also happy with the goal.
What are Arne Slot's biggest strengths as a manager? What do you love about working with him?
He's very clear, and when it comes to his mind, he tells you, and also the tactic part is really good. So, yeah.
Absolutely, and a tough period coming up as well, but such strength and depth in this squad. Do you feel like you've still got lots of gears to go to as a group?
Of course. We know we have a good group. They bought players as well, really good players. So we know it's not only the starting 11, it's the whole team. And we are like a family, so we push each other. And you see now, for example, Hugo scored today, and then Isak comes in and gives it also. I'm really happy with the squad.
You all combined as a midfield for Ekitike's goal. How nice is it to play in that midfield 3 with the 3 you've got in there?
We know we have a lot of quality in front. And you
nice
see also,
combination with all 3 of you here.
Yeah, you see also quality in the midfield. And I know when I got the ball, Hugo was going in behind, and yeah, that's what I said. Last season, I think I didn't even score. So, of course, I want this season, more goals and assists. So, yeah, I'm really happy with today.
And I think this is your 4th Merseyside derby. You're unbeaten, Ryan. So what does it mean for the rest of the weekend? How much do you enjoy that now you've got the win?
Yeah, we are now for top of the league. And it's always nice to win a Merseyside derby. So I'm really happy going to recover, and we keep going on Tuesday.
And I think Crouchy's got a little award for
Got
you
a little
there, the
surprise
player
for you
of
here,
the
mate.
But it's not a surprise. It's not a surprise.
This one is nice.
Congratulations, mate. Well deserved. Well deserved.
We're going to let you go because you're not dressed for the weather as well, wearing the sliders there. Thank you so much for coming out to join us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a good afternoon.
Thank you.
Well played.
Cheers, Ryan.
Yeah.
Just one of the best players in the league this season so far that we've seen.
Yeah, one of
in
the
5
nicest
games.
fellas as well, by the way.
He is.
What a lovely fella.
I mean, he's got every right to be happy right now.
Yeah, oh my God. Listen, we talked him up before the game. I just hope sometimes he doesn't go out and have a shocker. We talked him up that much. But, I mean, he just proved it again. Yeah, I think he's been Liverpool's best player this season. There's no dressing it up. He's been an absolute class act. You know, the way he moves through midfield, he breaks the lines with, you know, by going past people. His touch is in and around the box. He's an absolute class act. But not only that, he works hard and he does his defensive duties as well, Julian.
Oh, 100%. I think he has the capabilities to dictate games in possession, but also the capabilities like here, you see the close control and just to slow the tempo down, recognise what the game needs, and when he needs to, he has got the physical attributes, whether it's running in behind or strong physical presence to just dictate play, and that's a sign of a top player and someone that wants to get on the ball.
You can see
Got it all.
Yeah, without that, yeah, you can see he's talking with a smile on his face because last year he was very much, as he said, in that 6 role. Now, I think with Szoboszlai in there and McAllister as well, he's been given licence to get forward a little bit more,
Just
little bit more
tweak,
freedom.
really.
Yeah, a tiny tweak. I mean, listen, he'll still do his defensive side of the job as well as he always has done, but he can add a little bit more going forward as well.
Is it even more impressive to come in from Bayern where he wasn't starting games? I think he only made 4 starts for Bayern Munich, not really getting in that starting lineup, to come here and really get up to those levels that he has.
Super impressive, because we've seen other players from Germany come here and struggle that have been starting in their team. So to come and not probably have the rhythm that other players had, he come in and he's a focal point now. He has to start in Liverpool's midfield, and I don't think anyone predicted he was going to be so influential when they signed him. I think they hoped he would grow into the role, but to have it so quickly and be so important to the team is huge for him.
Well, let's hear from the blue camp as well now, because we can hear from Jack Grealish. He's with Jules Breach.
Jack, your first Merseyside derby as an Everton player. How did you find it out there?
It was probably what I expected. You know, coming here, it was hostile. It was fast start. I don't think we played well at all really in the first half. You know, we come in at half time and had a bit of a chat between ourselves and with the manager, and I thought second half, I thought we'd bossed the game in the second half, and it's frustrating now because you know you go in there and you say if we would have played like that from the start, if we would have pressed like that from the start, it would have been a different game. But yeah, in the end, you know, we couldn't get that last goal.
You gave it absolutely everything in the second half, as you say, and with the way Liverpool's season has gone so far with letting Leeds slip away, was there always a belief that there was something in this for you?
Yeah, no, even myself, you know, when I've watched them this season, they've been so good, but there have been a few times here where they've gone 2-0 up, like the other day, for example, against Atletico, and yeah, they conceded 2. So we always had that belief that we could do it. We got the one back, you know, a great finish from Driss, and like I said, we couldn't get that last goal, and yeah, it was a bit frustrating in the second half. You know, I think that obviously we're trying to slow the game down at times, and we had time. You know, I've never seen a player in my whole life get booked for taking a quick free kick. I don't know where that rule's come in. So yeah, I don't think even the stoppage time. I think, what was it, 3 minutes and 1 minute? Like, come on, I've never seen that in the Premier League in the last 2-3 years. So yeah.
Were there a few frustrations at the referee today?
Yeah, of course, because I think, you know, there was time. Listen, I get. You know, sometimes you want to let the game go. I completely get that, but then you can't not give something for us. And then 2 seconds later, one of their defenders gets touched in the back and he goes down, and then he gives it. I'm just like, you can't do that. And obviously, I get it. Sometimes, you know, you come to these stadiums and the crowd are on there, and you know, I feel like they feel a bit, you know, like they've got to give it. But yeah, like I says, Kieran now is on, I think, four yellows. I think he's got 1 more, and he gets a yellow today for taking a quick free kick. Like, we want to get the game going, you know, we're losing the game. So yeah, I've never had that in my life.
Well, despite the result today, you've had a really good start to the season personally. Was this move to Everton exactly what you needed to resurrect your career?
100%. And I'm not. And you know, I think the manager he's come out and says, you know, a few times, it's not down to me, it's down to Jack, which sometimes I disagree with, because you know I've come here and he's been so good with me. You know, I've absolutely loved playing for him, and I've said before, you know, in interviews, as soon as I spoke to him, when I was on a holiday, you know, I just knew that I wanted to come and play for him. So yeah, I thank him, you know, for giving him my love back, you know, and waking up on a match day and wanting to, you know, smile and play again. So and the fans as well, you know, they've been so good with me. But I want to come here and make a difference in games like today. Obviously, it weren't meant to be, but we've got important games coming up, so hopefully we can get back on track.
Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Cheers, thank you.
Jack Grealish not happy with some of the officiating. Firstly, though, he really wanted to thank David Moyes there and give him credit, and said that he's given him his love back for football, Julian.
Yeah, I think that was obvious to see. Knowing Jack, that was a big thing for me last season, especially just seeing him not smile enough on the pitch. He's someone that, like I said before the game, wants responsibility, likes the pressure of being the man. And if you give him the opportunities to produce moments, he will. He'll frustrate opposition players and just make the team tick, whether it's slowing it down, speeding it up. He has a great understanding of what the game needs and when it needs it. So what we're seeing today and what we've seen today shouldn't necessarily surprise us. It's great that we're seeing a new lease of life in Jack, and I'm so pleased for him, and I hopefully he can emulate today's performance with better results, obviously, being the outcome. But listen, today's performance was typical of Jack Grealish.
It feels like we're seeing Jack Grealish, the showman, again, Peter.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, he's credited David Moyes, which is great there, because he put it all on Jack before the game, the manager. But yeah, he's playing with a smile on his face. It feels like when he's at his best, he's going past people both sides. You know, quite often at Manchester City, he was going down the line, cutting back, and you'd always feel that he'd pass it back. This time he's getting to the byline sometimes. I mean, some of his best work was going on the outside, and we haven't seen enough of that, you know. And I thought he was first class today, and unlucky to be on the losing side.
Why do you think that love went away at Manchester City, Jolyon, and why we're sort of seeing the best Jack Grealish again now under David Moyes?
Yeah, just frustration with himself, probably the system, the way the season went for Man City in a whole. There's loads of variables. I don't think it's going to be one thing, but like I said, Jack Grealish is at his best when he's smiling, and if he isn't doing that and he isn't enjoying it for whatever reason, you're not going to get the best version of him. So it was key for him to make a decision for his career, with a World Cup year coming as well. This was a great opportunity, and he's given Thomas Tuchel an option as well. So the fact that Jack Grealish is loving his football only bodes well for Everton and hopefully England.
If he keeps up this form, and I guess that's the challenge, to maintain this level in a World Cup year, as Jolyon said, can you see him getting called back into Thomas Tuchel's side?
Without doubt. I mean, the only reason he kind of came out of it was, you know, was a couple of probably disappointing seasons. But was that because the shackles were on him? Was that a tactical thing? You know, and obviously probably a lack of confidence. The minute he's arrived here, he looks like he's ready to be the Jack Grealish that we all know. And, you know, even in the interviews there, he's a character, you know, he's talking open and honestly, and he's someone that we want playing in the Premier League because he's exciting to watch.
Absolutely, and another good performance from him today, even though he was on the losing side. That whole attacking trident, though, with Njai on the other side, and then you've got Keenan Dewsbury-Hall as well, who's done well since he's coming in. Does that just give Everton a lot of belief in every game now, having that flair up front?
Yeah, Dewsbury-Hall I thought was exceptional as well. I think he was key to them winning the ball back, especially in the second half. But like we actually touched on just after the game, I think they were striker short from being a real threat. I think the wide men in the wide areas, they can cause a lot of problems. And Jack, that they're able to create moments of brilliance. But
this right next to David Moyes, and he's screaming, "Get it wide, because he knew that the wingers were so important for Everton, and then the referee time and time again kept pulling it up. The fact that they were taking quick free kicks and then to book him for it, as he said, I was as flabbergasted as he was. Really, it does seem pretty mental. And of course, we want to get on with the game. You know, Everton are losing. They need to get
great, and especially when you're behind, you just want to get the game going. You've got the momentum. You need to get a goal. So, yeah, it was a strange decision. But listen, Everton over the course of 90 minutes didn't do enough to get anything out of the game.
I'm really unhappy with just 3 minutes added on at the end as well.
Yeah, I think Elliott and Fletch touched on that. I think the subs alone would warrant more than 3 minutes. Then there's goals added into that, so surely you have to compensate for all that. I don't know the ins and outs and the actual ruling of how you allocate or add on time, but it seemed like there should have been more than 3 minutes.
Flipping it back to Liverpool, he was up against Conor Bradley today, who made his first start of the season, Peter. What did you think of how he did against Jack and that battle between them?
Well, you know, Ali and Fletch in commentary, you know, mentioned Julian Dix and Stuart Pearce. I mean, he was aggressive, right? He was, you know, in his face. He was really. But listen, he had a tough afternoon. But I thought he held his own and gave a really good account of himself. I think defensively, like, he is a rash at times. You know, he wants to get in people's faces, and he's got good quality as well. And I definitely think there's competition for places, shall we say? I think because on the other side, I think Robertson was a little bit unlucky to miss out. Having said that, I thought Kirkes had his best game in a Liverpool shirt today. Great leap on him. You know, he can win headers. He was strong. He was good going forward. So real positive signs in the fullback areas, I think.
Yeah, how good was it for him to come back and play like that, Kirkes? Bearing in mind he was hauled off against Burnley with Arne Slot implying he was a bit of a card waiting to happen, and he had no choice but to take him off. To then put him in from the start in such a highly charged fixture. Yeah,
I think the managers recognised what the game needed, and against Burnley he needed to come off. He was liable to get sent off, but today, like Karachi said, that's his best game. That'll give him the world of confidence. I think the Fulham game or I think he got beat at the back stick. No, the Newcastle game when he got beat at the back stick, and today he was exceptional. I think he won 3 or 4 headers, so important. So, listen, it's a lot of pressure to come to a club like this and have to perform every week and be scrutinised when you're probably used to just being on TV once every couple of months for Bournemouth. But yeah, today we'll do him the world of good because he performed well.
Yeah, spoilt for choice with the options he has on that bench. Arne Slot, another win. Top of the league, Liverpool with 15.6 points clear. They are after 5 wins out of 5. And we're going to go from the champions of...